It's Wednesday, which means we're talking Lord of the Rings. I want to talk today about the last king of Numenor. Numenor, it's the place where Aragorn's ancestors came from. It got wiped out, destroyed, vanished beneath the waves. Mainly because it was a long history of things, but it culminated in the reign of the last king of Numenor, Ar-Pharazôn. He wasn't supposed to be king. He had earned a great fortune for himself, fighting people in Middle-earth, conquering people, leading armies, and getting very rich in the process, just exploiting people. He was the cousin of the queen, Tar-Miriel. And he said, I want to be the king. This is my throne by rights. I'm powerful. I should take it. So what he did is he forcibly married his own cousin. Now, this is disgusting for a variety of reasons. First off, it's illegal. It's against the law of Numenor to marry somebody that you're that closely related to. And also, it was a forced marriage. We would have a different word for that. It would be an assault. And he was able to do it because he had the support of this group called the Kingsmen. The Kingsmen were this faction, not quite a political party, but this faction of people in Numenor that they were loyal to the royal line, and they really liked what Ar-Pharazôn had to say. See, he said, I'm going to make us great and powerful and rich. We're going to get so rich and powerful, we're going to be able to even take on the Valar, literally the gods of this world. We're going to be able to take their stuff. Support me, I will make everybody here wealthy. And the people bought it. And the other group was called the Faithful. They didn't just blindly follow the royal line, but they believed in the same things that Numenor was founded on, the values of Numenor. Remembering that it was a gift to this place. They didn't earn it. It was given to them. They had this love for the elves, right? They still spoke the elven language, even though it had been outlawed. That you could only speak the native tongue of Numenor. That was the only legal language you were allowed to speak. You couldn't speak these foreign tongues. And Ar-Pharazôn was also extremely proud. He was an egomaniac, so much so that he conquered Sauron. Sauron surrendered to him, and he had Sauron as a captive. He went into another land and took their leader. Can you imagine that? Sauron knew that he was an egomaniac, knew he was a narcissist, and so he started to just flatter him. And Ar-Pharazôn loved to be flattered. That was his favorite thing, was to be flattered, to people tell him how great he was. Sauron was able to convince him to do all sorts of things. So the Faithful, that other sort of faction, Sauron said, they're plotting against you. They oppose you. Something needs to be done about those Faithful before they try to undo all the work that you're doing. Pharazôn said, yeah, something needs to be done about these Faithful. So Sauron led a group of people to go out, break into the Faithful's houses, drag them out, no trial or anything like that. And they were dragged to a temple, and they were given as human sacrifices. Repeatedly, this would happen. Soldiers would come in, they would take away these undesirable people to the king, and they'd drag them away, and that would be it for them. And Sauron, he was able to manipulate Pharazôn so much that he was able to say, you're ready to do it. You're ready to go and attack the Valar. Go. Try to wipe them out yourself. Claim their land. You are Ar-Pharazôn, the greatest king of the greatest country that has ever existed in Middle-earth. You can do whatever you want. And Pharazôn said, I can do whatever I want. And he took this massive army, and he sailed off into the west. And the problem was, he wasn't the greatest there ever was. He was a braggart. He was a wealthy narcissist who just was never told no his entire life and figured he could do whatever he wanted. And the consequences of that was that the entire nation of Numenor was destroyed. When he declared war on the Valar, when he sent his troops into territory that he should not have been going to, well, the world, literally the world, rose up against him. The god of the world, the god of the gods, so there's the pantheon of the Valar, their god literally changed the shape of the world, made it a sphere. It had been flat before, long story, and removed Valinor from the new world. And the resulting tumult of that sent massive tidal waves everywhere. And because of the evil that he had done and that the Kingsmen had done, the entire nation, the country of Numenor, was destroyed. Utterly destroyed forever. And yes, Gondor and Arnor would be created by the remnants of the faithful that managed to flee, but it never reached what it had been, and it never returned to the former glory that it had been. Good thing we're just talking about a fictional world, huh? And if you like hearing Lord of the Rings facts, you can check out my podcast, the Lord of the Rings AMA podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts.